everyone, and welcome back to the Wellness Rundown. I'm Mari Ferrel, and for my guest today, we have Haley Sparks from Rebuilt Life Coaching. Haley, thank you for being here today.
You're welcome.
And as always, as we always start an episode, what is the nutrition tip of the day, the health tip of the day?
All right.
What do you have?
Let's get this going. I know we kind of maybe off air have talked about this before, but do you go through periods where you measure or even like track your food? Measure your food. Let's just say that. Have you ever measured your food before?
Let's see, like calorie wise or?
Okay, yeah, let me clarify. So some people put their food on a scale, right? The bodybuilders, right? They'll put food on a scale and like actually measure how much they're having of a specific food. Is that new news to you?
This is news.
Wow. I guess it just shows the world that I've been in. Guys, I know that some of you are in this world.
I think I've heard of it and I've seen like TikTok videos of it, but I have personally never done that.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Well, I wanted to talk about it or at least, bring it up because there's some benefits to it and there are also, I would say, some things to be cautious about. And, I'm always talking about the balance of not counting calories and just kind of knowing how to balance your plate by looking at it and having a balanced lifestyle. And that really does take some guidance and some time to establish. It does. But tracking or measuring your food can be a really, really great tool if you can balance it mentally, guys. It can be a really great tool to start paying attention to the food you eat, monitoring your calories without even getting into MyFitnessPal. So if you're, that 112 grams is 4 ounces of protein, then you could literally just measure that cooked. Okay, cooked, not raw.
Cooked.
Yeah. And then you could just start to see what that portion size looks like without even having to put that in MyFitnessPal to see that that's, 20 grams of protein. So measuring your food could also be a way to track your calories,
That's good. Yeah, instead of like trying to eye it and see like, I think I had like this amount of protein, like you could, that'd be a useful tool in the kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, really, you have your cups, spoons, tablespoons, scale. All of those things could be proper portion sizes. Like sometimes I'll use my protein scooper as things like for sugar or flour or whatever because it's like an 1/8 cup, So anyways, you can use different measuring tools in your kitchen, guys, but it's a really great idea to measure what you're having instead of just like pouring or scooping stuff onto your plate. And kind of paying attention to your portions a little bit.
Yeah, that's great. And whenever you said, how do you measure or do you measure your food? I was like, wait a minute, like calorie wise?
Yeah. How do we do this?
I think at one point I did like track my calories, but I think it only happened for like 2 to 3 days. After that, I was like, no, I eat too much. It's too much to get. Or a lot of calories.
Tracking your food, and you know how I feel about it. It's just a hassle.
It is.
It is so time consuming. And yeah, you do it for like 1 or 2 meals. But then this is what I would do back in my like anorexia days is I would really just manipulate it, which is not right. But I would put in half of what I was eating just to make it look good, Perfect day,
Yeah.
But I totally binged that day, But it looked good in MyFitnessPal. It was such a mind game for me to get healthy.
It can get toxic for sure.
Yeah.
It could be a good thing, but then, it could also be a bad thing as well.
Don't be toxic for yourself, people.
Yeah, take care of yourselves. But yeah, that's a good tip. Thank you so much, Haley.
Absolutely, guys. Yeah, try it out. I wouldn't say, again, be careful. Don't get tied to measuring these things super, super closely. But, maybe try it for a week or 2, right? For a short period of time, just to eye your portion sizes. And if you don't know what your portion sizes should be, then you should just ask for help. Or you should look online. Education is key here. So we could talk about, portion sizes in a different episode. But guys, do some research. Don't go down a rabbit hole, but be mindful of your portion sizes.
No, that's very good. Because also, if you eat too much of a good thing, it could be bad. You learned that a couple episodes ago for sure.
Yes, like our almonds.
And we always go back to those almonds. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You know what? I actually put almonds in the notes today because we're going to be talking about sleep. And I put almonds in the notes because you're going to like what I have to say about them.
Okay, good. I'm glad. All right, well, let's dive right in.
Okay,
so what are we going to be talking about today, Haley?
Okay, so we touch base, guys, on a lot of the holistic, or there's 5, of the holistic factors. I'm going to repeat them again. Stress, lifestyle, nutrition, activity, and sleep. If we are neglecting one of those, then down the road, one of those are going to impact all of them. For example, if you're not paying attention to your workouts, then down the road, when you've been paying attention to nutrition, sleep, stress, all those things, well, say you don't have a good stress reliever and working out is that stress reliever. And, you know, working out isn't even part of your routine and you've never done it. So your body is all crusty and stiff. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like it's a whole new thing. But also working out provides a lot of benefits that you guys know about too. So sleep is what we're going to be talking about. Sleep is a major factor for your guys' weight loss. And if we're neglecting it, or if we're just kind of being like, yeah, I know I need to do better at sleep, but it really does suck, then just expect that your results might be a little bit slower, okay? But it really does make a big difference in our progress.
Right.
Yeah. And you know, that's also because, and I always bring it back to our gut health and our hormones, but if we're going to make this make sense, if we're disrupting our sleep, guys, that is directly impacting our stress hormones as well, which regulate our hunger and our appetite. So we can get snacky, or vice versa. We can just not have an appetite. Like I'll actually work with clients where they're just never hungry, Mari.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And you know, as you get older, like 70-year-olds, 60-year-olds, I don't even think that's old, but some of them, you'll notice that they just don't eat very much at all or have an appetite at all.
Why is that?
Stress. Or we have, like cortisol in our body will create a lack of or disruption of hunger cues and appetite.
Okay.
So a lot of times we associate that we'll just get hungrier or snacky and those kinds of things. Our sugar cravings will be out the wazoo. But it could also be on the other end of things where we're not eating at all. We've now put our body into survival mode where it's just going to burn what it has to use. And guess what that is, everyone? Your muscles, because we all have some muscle, right?
Yeah.
But if we do a scan and we look at our actual muscle mass and we haven't been paying attention to our nutrition or our sleep, that's going to be our straight use of fuel right there. Sleep, guys, should be something that's extremely motivating for you to work on, and it will help you long term with motivation, again, maintaining your physical activity, and then also maintaining your weight, because as I've mentioned before, we tend to gain about 1.5 pounds per year in perimenopause and menopausal stage. Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that.
Okay, but we can get on top of it, guys, and
Yeah.
that's why sleep truly does matter. So we're going to talk a bit about 3 of my main tips on how you can improve your sleep pretty drastically and pretty realistically.
Oh, right? Good. Yeah, I would love to have a good quality.
I know you would.
Sleep.
I'm actually speaking to Mari here.
Yes, this episode's for me and for those that also don't get the
I
best
am a
sleep.
victim of poor sleep. Yes. No, I really do prioritize sleep like it's no one's business. But it's going to sharpen your memory. So studying, big time. Keep your focus laser sharp as well. So if you're getting like brain fog and things, especially as a student or somebody that's working for performance, this is big time a key. And then also your metabolism is going to keep your metabolism on fire too. So there's a very dark side to not getting good sleep or getting bad quality sleep. And that can send you into a whole chronic line of chronic diseases as well. So we're going to make a pact with going to bed a little bit earlier or paying attention to how we can get deeper sleep. And I'm going to challenge you guys. So number 1 is going to be watching what you eat and drink before bed.
Oh.
A lot of us do that sometimes, maybe not so much. Okay. But your food choices before bed have a significant impact on your quality of sleep. So lighter meals and snacks are better than larger meals, obviously, but that's going to be because of digestion. So when your body is busy digesting, it's going to disrupt sleep. It's a machine, you know?
Yeah, and so maybe like a lighter dinner then?
Lighter dinners.
If you're having dinner late?
If you're having dinner within like 2 to 3 hours before bedtime, that's kind of like the time frame we want to aim for. If you're in a lesser window of that, like 90 minutes or an hour, like if you could get like a protein shake with, or like a smoothie.
Oh, okay.
Because it's already in liquid form, it will digest pretty quickly, right? That would be a really great option. And it doesn't take a lot of energy. A lot of people don't even have energy to eat when they get home super late at night.
Yeah, I get that too. Also,
Yeah.
like with the drinks, maybe not so sugary drinks closer to bedtime then.
Yeah, that sugar is definitely going to be a diuretic disruptor, big time. But here's a good one. People oftentimes will victimize or like will make bananas, fruits, carbs the bad person here. But truthfully, specific carbs like bananas and even your fats like almonds, if you have them at dinner time, they will help release serotonin in your body to help you go to sleep.
Oh, yay!
She can have her almonds.
Yeah, I can have my almonds, a good portion of them, obviously, not the whole can.
Yeah.
Before bedtime.
Yeah, 1 or 2 tablespoons. But no, truthfully, like even carbs like bananas. So people think that, like I said, sugary, even like a sugary carb like a banana, people are like, oh, I can have that before bed, right?
Yeah.
But it will boost that serotonin, which will promote sleep. So if you're doing this correctly, then having those carbs is a great way to, kind of think about what you're eating before you go to bed. Heavy proteins. So let's think like ribeye or sausage, maybe really heavy. What's another heavy protein? I'm just kind of going blank.
A red meat.
Yeah.
Like any kind of red meat.
Yeah, any kind of like of our red meats, like a fatty protein there. That can also cause sweating at night.
Heartburn.
Yes, I was going to say spicy foods was another one because heartburn, disrupting sleep, and it could also elevate your temperature, your body temperature. So now you're hotter at night and you can't really get into sleep.
Really? Yeah. I did not know. Okay, so I knew about like the other things about the temperature increasing in our body. Yeah. I did not know that. But yeah, because there's some nights where I'm like, I can't sleep because I'm too hot. And I turn the fan on. Mm-hmm. And that's like the only way I can go to sleep comfortably that night.
Yeah, get kind of cold, and dark, right? Like the dark room. Yeah. If you think about this also for women that are about to start like your cycle as well, like your core body temperature will rise. So maybe your sleep is a little bit suckier or you don't sleep as well. That's another way. And we can actually do testing. We should do testing to test like our cycles, when we go into each stage, all of that good stuff. And the best way to do that is from our body temperature, our core temperature. Okay. Most accurate. They measure it in the morning when you step out of your bed. It measures your foot temperature, and like these are the most accurate ways to measure those hormones.
That is very interesting. Wow.
Yeah. Guys, so caffeine, another big one, 8 to 10 hours before you go to bed. I know that seems like a lot. I'm not
That's
good
even
at that.
Cokes too. Like maybe if some people have their dinner and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna have a Dr. Pepper with my dinner.
That's true.
But then they go to sleep 3 hours later.
Yeah, and I'm thinking of kids too that are having like sugary drinks at their practices, right? Or Capri Suns, stuff like that. And then they're not Gatorades. They're not able to go to sleep after practice and wind down. I'm like, we did it to ourselves, We really did.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, that'll definitely disrupt your sleep. So I would say, switching for things like herbal teas, hot teas are a great one.
Oh, a good chamomile tea is so good.
Yeah.
Also, that's since, we're on air here at the TV station, whenever I'm like, okay, I talked too much today, my throat kind of hurts. A good hot chamomile tea will do the trick.
Yeah, really honestly, I think I always have that kind of tea on hand. Always. Good.
It's a good relaxer. Oh, also, I was going to say, I forgot when this was. A couple years ago, I was working the morning shift, and I was like, I need to force myself to sleep. Tart cherry juice as well.
Oh, yeah.
Was really good.
Yeah.
Because I forgot the science behind it, but it helps produce serotonin or something like that.
Yeah, there's several of those foods that naturally, like the bananas.
Bananas are also good.
Same concept is they will naturally boost those serotonin levels. I think it's just funny, Mari, that you said that this was something a couple years ago. And look where we are, a couple years forward, and we're still focusing on your sleep.
On my sleep. It's been the problem. Maybe
once she's out of school, I think
I think I need to graduate first, and then I'll get some good quality sleep.
This woman's superwoman. A lot to do.
Thank you.
Okay, tip number 2 here is, this is not just for kids, is crafting out like a nighttime routine. And I know we've kind of talked about routines before.
Yes, we have.
It is so important, guys, because if you're not waking up in the morning with energy, we've got to backtrack to the night before. Okay, so if you went to bed at midnight, why? Well, you didn't get home until 9, and then you had to eat dinner, and then you wind down. I mean, that's kind of understandable that you would go to bed at midnight, right? But now we've got to reconstruct your afternoon at some point, or even like the last 30 minutes before you go to bed to impact your sleep a little bit. These are realistic things that you can do if you're somebody that does stay up late at night and you're like, there's no way I could be a morning person, or I don't see myself going to bed at 10 p.m. Well, how about we start with like the last 30 minutes before you go to bed? We take away blue light. We either read. We kind of do the box breathing that we've talked about to reset our circadian rhythm, right? So there's things that you can do to boost that sleep besides going to bed earlier. But truthfully, we should be aiming for 8 to 10 hours of sleep.
8 to 10.
Everyone.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah. So, maybe dedicate the last 30 to 60 minutes, truly 30 to 60 minutes. Set an alarm on your phone to some calming activities. That doesn't mean studying. That means, that literally means maybe think of your bedtime routine when you were a child, or if you have your own children and it's consistent and relaxing, and start with that, right? You take a bath. I know that can seem something that could be pampering yourself, but if that's your nighttime routine, that's not no pampering yourself. That's a routine.
Hot shower, hot bath, just to get you
relaxing.
kind of cozy,
You fancy people got hot tubs. Go get in the hot tub for 10 minutes, like just
a hot tub would be nice.
And now I'm thinking, I'm like, can this be a business right
yeah.
How can I make this for our sleep purposes? Look, we're already thinking for us.
It's because we need the 8 to 10 hours of sleep a night.
Yeah. Soft tunes, lavender essential oil. I'm a big essential oils.
Yes.
I have a lavender stick. I actually put it on my feet every single night because that's, if you're thinking of reflexology, that's where, if we're getting super nerdy, like those nerves will impact your sleep. Okay, so I put it on my big toe. My lavender oil, and it helps you sleep. Everyone.
And I know you love your essential oils.
Everybody that knows me knows I got essential oils. But yeah, they do so much, and that can help too. Lavender or Serenity, that would be a good one as well.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so all right,
that's good.
So establishing a nighttime routine as well. I would definitely recommend doing this with your family too.
No, that is so important because like. Your kids, maybe they won't be able to go to sleep if they hear their parents in the living room doing whatever. They're going to get distracted. They're going to want to. Oh, yeah. They can't get a good night's rest if you're doing whatever in the living room.
Oh, for sure. Make it a family affair. Like, all right, everyone, it's nighttime routine. Like, they know when that alarm goes off that they have 30 minutes to get what they need to done or something, right? Like, then when they're an adult, they're also thinking of the same thing. There are instances, taking supplements. Of course, there's reasons for them.
Yes.
So, magnesium glycinate, magnesium, a lot of people hear about that. That also helps aid in sleep. So if we're taking that before bed, that will also help relax nerves and ease muscle tension. I take it as an athlete because I'm like, I want to relax my muscles when I go to bed. Your
muscles, yeah, especially, and Haley over here, she works out. Like you're so strong, and you take recovery seriously.
I take it serious, yeah. So like just as serious as my workouts, but you'll get strong, guys, and you'll change your body compositions. You'll change your life with it. But that magnesium also can help with insomnia, but just make sure when you're selecting these that it's third party tested, okay, and that it's from a manufacturer. So just be careful on your brands. Going to Walmart and just picking the cheapest one off the shelf, you're probably not getting the most quality brand. I like Thorne. That's Thorne, a good brand.
Okay.
Another one is melatonin. It can be useful for short-term sleep issues. Some people take melatonin like a daily vitamin.
Yeah, that can't be good.
Yeah,
not every single day.
Yeah, it can disrupt your sleep long term if we're going to be taking it every single day, guys. Okay. And then last but not least is soaking up the sunshine. So vitamin D makes a big difference in your sleep quality, believe it or not.
That's great. I take vitamin D as a supplement, or I needed it because my levels were so low.
Yeah,
like to the point where the doctor was like, back when I first got my blood drawn and they did the lab work and stuff, she was like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone with this low of a level. I think I was like, I don't even know. I think a normal, I forgot. I don't want to tell y'all wrong, but I know mine was in the single digits. Should not, it should be in like the double digits somewhere.
No
but
shaming.
Again, yeah, she was like, "Oh, girl, like no, they gave me a prescription of vitamin D because it was a once a week type of thing.
Yeah.
Now I'm good. They're back up, not where they need to be, but it's way better than how I was before. So I take, I think it's like 5,000 IUs a day.
Have you noticed a difference in energy? Like, have you thought about the differences since you've been taking it, or is it just like, okay?
Oh, I've been taking it for about 2 years now.
Okay.
The thing is, I haven't, but I think it's because of me. I don't give myself, maybe if I slept like a good 7 to 8 hours a night, then maybe I could. Yeah. But I'm all over the place. Sometimes I sleep 10 hours, sometimes 5 hours. So maybe if I had a consistent sleep schedule, I could probably notice the difference. I'm also taking ashwagandha as well.
We talked about that.
And I've been doing that for, I think, like 3 weeks.
Oh, that's so great.
I've noticed I'm less puffy. I feel better, but also I think also it helps like your brain function and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I pay more. I do feel myself like not falling asleep in class, but again, sleep quality, not sure yet. But I think that's just me.
Yeah, I can't imagine if you weren't taking it. You know, gosh, guys, getting outside and stuff. You know, if people when we were kids, like go outside. You know, release some energy a little bit. But even as adults, we need to go outside. I have a family that is actually their nighttime routine. They live out in the country, so they walk to their mailbox and back with the dogs and their kids.
Oh.
And then they sit on their porch, and it's so relaxing. Like they'll send me a picture, and they've been doing this for months and everything. But now the kids are asking the mom when they're going to do it. And the kids are now bringing up like the books that they want to read to the mom. Like it's become a whole family thing where they're not even on their iPads now going to bed. The husband's involved. Like it's beautiful to witness, but it's honestly how we should kind of reshape our afternoons anyways, you know?
That's good. I used to do that back when I lived out in the country.
Yeah. Yeah. Something about it.
It was so peaceful, and like whenever you were saying that story, it really just had a flash
right
to my childhood. Yeah, I was like, oh, we would do the same thing too. Our mailbox wasn't even that far, but me and my sisters would race on our bikes to the mailbox and back to the driveway.
I love that.
Yeah, it was so good. And then we would sit on the lawn chairs and watch the sunset, and then the mosquitoes would become bad, and then we go back inside or something.
That's childhood right there. Like that was my childhood too with my sister at Boys Ranch. Just out till the street lights came on, and we were all bit from mosquitoes and just dirt from playing outside all day.
Dirt under our nails, but
yeah, we were healthy too. You know, sunlight is nature's true like medicine, but also alarm system as well. So it's setting your body's rhythm and ensuring that you sleep like a champ. So even if it's like a quick 15 or 30-minute walk, guys, within the hour of waking up and going to bed, all right, it's going to help reset your circadian rhythm. And our circadian rhythm actually produces melatonin every 12 to 16 hours later. So if our circadian rhythm is jacked up and off, then we're not allowing that melatonin to be released 12 to 16 hours later. Our body, like I said, loves that routine. So when it knows, okay, in 12 hours I'm going to bed, my body starts shutting down at 8 p.m., Mari. Like I start yawning.
Just getting a little relaxed.
I look zombified. People are like, are you medicated? No. I mean, I look so dead, but I'm getting sleepy at 8:30.
Because you also wake up early, too.
Yes, ritually. My body knows those routines. So, guys, getting your body on the routine of going outside, you're getting the vitamin D, which is going to help you sleep, but it's also getting that circadian rhythm on track so that it can produce melatonin to even go to sleep. Okay?
No, yeah.
Boom, boom, bam.
That's really good.
Yes.
I love these tips. And maybe today to kind of like wind down and relax, like, you know what, I might go for a walk.
Yeah.
I might go for a walk.
Yeah. No phone, no headphones. Like, I don't think we realize sometimes when we take our eyes off our phone screen and we're just present in the world, in nature, it can kind of seem like, wow, okay, I've just been really busy minded and distracted that it kind of seems like, wow, I need to take a breath of fresh air.
Always on the go, and it's nice to unplug from social media, from technology.
Yeah.
Just be present.
Guys, your body will literally shrink whenever you get your inflammation and stuff in check. A lot of times, if you're eating healthy and you're not losing weight, but your sleep is way out of whack, then if we can get your hormones in check by getting your sleep in check, then what you're doing in the gym and what you're eating, it's going to pay off. But sometimes you're just stagnant and stuck right now because sleep might be the one thing holding it up to where you're just holding on to body fat or inflammation that you can't see progress from what you're doing. So that could be a very real thing for people out there.
That's good. And to kind of sum everything up, what were just like the 3 tips that we talked about today?
Okay, so number 1 is we're going to set a schedule, right?
Yes.
So a wind down routine. And then we're also going to explore, we're going to explore what we're eating and drinking before bed.
Yes.
Okay.
So cut out the caffeine a couple hours before bed. Eat something light if you're eating dinner close to, bedtime.
Exactly. Remember those bananas, almonds, things like that can boost that serotonin. And then also go for a walk, soak up the sunshine, 15 to 30 minutes. It's going to be, that natural light's going to turbocharge basically your mood, focus, sleep, everything.
That is so good. Mm-hmm. And I will definitely be taking these tips to heart, Haley.
Okay.
I will try my very best to finally have a consistent sleep schedule.
Yeah, you got this, Mari.
Yeah, thank you so much, Haley, for being here today and
You're
for
welcome.
giving us these tips.
Yeah.
And that is it for the Wellness Rundown. We will see you back here soon.